Alright Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and today I'm going to be doing a reading for you. Now, if you guys were here yesterday and you were part of the group that got something off your chest, then well done for you. I did continue doing, cards fell out later and there was a lot of resentment. There was a lot of losing a night of sleep. And yeah, that didn't feel so good, Pisces. It didn't feel very good to me. So we're going to be looking at the energy now of how you can release that, okay? The card that came out for today in today's advice, it is not how you look, it's about how you see. This is about perspective. So I got the Page of Swords, I got the Knight of Swords that had come out, and that had a lot to do with anxiety and fear, and telling yourself stories about just how crappy maybe that situation had become, and maybe that moment of release where you, you know, let go of maybe a long withstanding resentment. Maybe you've given more than you think you got back, is what I was getting. But the thing about it is, Pisces, is that you have to let that go. You have to let it go in order for you to move forward. So we're going to try and get you to do that today. We're going to look into that. Both the readings are going to be spiritual advice. I'm not looking at the energies of you. I already know what that is. So we're going to really, really bog down on what Spirit wants you to do. They want you to go forward. Going forward. They don't want you to stay stuck. Your journey is ahead. Okay? They want you to move past this, Pisces. Very, very important. Staying in resentment, staying in that feeling of you did me wrong and I never got anything right, and it's not healthy. And it's only one perspective of the story. Remember what I told you yesterday. Everything that happens in your life, every people who put blocks in front of you, brick walls in front of you, have been there for you to be able to take more risk and go further, go forward. Okay? They have given you your wings. Have you ever heard people who have been very successful talk about the people who told them they were never going to be successful? I have quite a few. And you know what these people do about these people? They mention it, which is kind of what you guys did yesterday, let's say. You mentioned you never believed in me. But the next thing they do after that, Pisces, is they thank their foes. They thank them for telling them that they would never amount to anything, because then in turn they say, you made it so important for me to make it, just to prove you wrong. So imagine, that's a lot of power. And they realized that after they made it, that these people who made them feel like less than nothing actually gave them the power and propelled them to become who they were. Okay? Propelled them to take the risk, to look for the break in the clouds, to fly through it to the skies, to scale those mountains. Okay? You have done that, Pisces. So please, change your mindset. Flip it around. You have a wonderful journey ahead of you, waiting for you. And this is where it's going to take you. That is the whole point to this. Alright, so I'm going to pull some tarot here. Okay, so let's do a little bit of, while we're looking at it, I'll pull 3 cards to see what this journey is, where this journey is taking us. Queen of Wands. Beautiful, creative, very fun journey ahead, okay? Let's see here. I know what this Five of Swords mean, by the way. Five of Swords for me, yeah. When you move forward, okay, and settled into this beautiful Queen of Wands, and realize that the Five of Swords always feels for me is there's a loser and there's a winner, but it depends on how you look at it, okay? This person thinks they're a winner, but are they really? Because they've lost all the people around them. And these people are losers, but are they really? Did they leave behind something that would have, I don't know, burdened them eventually? So it's all a matter of perspective. And so is this situation, whatever you're getting out of. Okay? And until you see it that way, you won't be able to move forward, going forward. This is the launching card. That's why it came out this way. Okay? So it's important for you to move out of that energy and into this beautiful Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, like I said yesterday, very vibrant, very fiery. So that may have come to play. That's why you kind of stepped into that fire energy and just blew up. Okay? Like somebody putting a canister of gas on a fire, just kind of poof, exploded. And what you needed to let go came out. But the thing is that you need to really let it go. You don't want it to impede anything that you're doing. So Spirit is telling you, it had its time. There are no winners or losers, just a perspective. And the faster you learn that within yourself, the faster you'll be able to flip this card around and start moving forward. And that's the most important part. Because that's all what we're about right now. Okay, Pisces? That's what you're all about right now. You're about growth. Okay? Learning. You're about being abundant in your life and bringing abundance in. It's all about wisdom too. The Ten of Pentacles is about wisdom. And you have to tap back into this, which is your intuition, your inner wisdom, your spirituality. You have to meditate on your higher self. You've got to let go of these things that are just bickering between people, old emotions that probably needed to be released a long time ago, and move forward. You need to get out of those emotions, those feelings, that resentment. Okay? All right. So over here, like I said, taking risk. You have the Queen of Swords. I'll take these three out. All right. So, yeah. These people, these antagonists, made you take risks. How? They made you look for better ways. When they told you you couldn't do it, you became innovative in your Queen of Swords. You developed a strength of character, okay, and an independence. The Queen of Swords experiences loss and sorrow and setbacks. That's what makes her strong. And how does that make her strong? Makes her strong by getting that quality work, doing that craftsmanship, that dedication to detail. Okay? And you learn and you become even better. And then, what is that? Of course, it's the Hangman card. The card of what? The card of perspective. It gives you a different perspective, makes you look for answers, makes you look on how to prove something wrong. Them, the situation, whatever choices. Be grateful for people who try to keep you down, because that's how you prove them wrong. By not staying down. Okay? Now, not being in a limbo, by taking a time out, but not a complete stop. Taking a pause, but moving forward. You observe, and then you get answers, and you figure it out. Okay? You take risk. You find that opening. Okay? Queen of Cups. What this happens as well, other than the Queen of Wands right now, who is like throwing you a little bit in havoc, because you're also, remember, you're at an emotional place where you're having a brand new beginning. Change is hard. It kind of throws a wrench in the foundations of everything that you build. So sometimes it kind of knocks you off kilter, and that's okay, and it's normal, okay? But these trials, whatever you want to call it, whatever has stopped you from moving forward has helped you. It's helped you gain balance in your emotions. It's helped you be a problem solver, okay? You've brainstormed a lot. Just these two cards, these three cards have shown me that you brainstorm to find solution. You communicate better. You find compromises where your differences can be breached and fixed and reached into a solution that's going to help, okay? And in the end, this is just an annoyance. It's something that came in to put fire under your butt to make you move forward, okay? Nothing else. And ultimately, the Star card brings you balance, brings you alignment, brings you hope, illumination, optimism, renewal, and a fresh start. Always looking forward to a fresh start. So Spirit's saying that these are all qualities. If you look at this, it looks like there are two different sides, but it's the same coin, and that's what it means. It's all the same. It's just a different perspective of things. Sometimes you let it get to you, and it is a bad thing. And sometimes you let it in, and it is a very good thing. Okay? Underneath is the Seven of Swords. Now, I haven't seen that one in a while, but I think I'm seeing it now. Because where you see deception and negativity, some of it is caused by you. You're stealing your own peace of mind. Maybe it's because you feel that you need to right something that was wrong, or that you just needed to voice an injustice that you felt. And that's okay, Pisces, I get it. But the balance right now, you have to understand, is that in the way you're seeing things. Okay? For I've often, when I've told people, remember what you did to me 15 years ago, and a lot of time they don't even remember, okay? They don't even remember what they did to me, because to them it was a little tiny conversation that we had. To me, it felt like they were putting me down or hurting me. Most people will apologize or simply say, why did you take it so badly, or why did you wait so long? I don't even remember, okay? So all that harboring, that resentment I felt for so long was only resented and harbored by me. What a waste of time, okay? So don't waste your time in negativity, Pisces. That's all I'm telling you, and that's all that Spirit is telling you. Don't spend your time there. There's no need to be there. You have bigger fish to fry, and that's terrible saying that when you're Pisces. But I do enjoy a good fish. Alright, so there you go. Okay, so there's not that many left, so I'm just going to do this. I see other tarot readers, they go back and forth, and I can't do it that way. I can only make a lot of noise and let the cards flip out. So I'm going to cut them in half, and I'm not really looking, so alright, this one. I understand the rules of the game of life. Well, that's kind of fitting if you think about it, Pisces. Because the game of life is perception, isn't it? Now that I understand the rules of this game of eternal life, now that I understand the powerful law of attraction and deliberate creation, remember that's my word for the year, deliberate, I can pre-pave, segment by segment, my life experience into becoming the allower I was born to be, for I was destined to a life of fulfillment and never-ending joy. I love these cards. They really do speak to me all the time, though, about making your own life the way you want to feel it or experience it or see it. To me, it's always about perception and how you're seeing things. And I'm not saying that what you did, or if you did let it go, or if you were planning to and you needed to release it, that wasn't needed. That could be very well part of your experience. My only concern, Pisces, is how you harbor it after. How long you hold on to this. Okay? This week is all about release. So it's time to release that. Okay? It's time to release that energy and let it go. Don't hang on to it. Each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. Well, that can be true for everybody, and I love that the fact that the High Priestess came in. So, when in doubt, Pisces, when you're not feeling it right now, and you're feeling still like a little bit like the Nine of Swords that came out earlier, or a little bit of on a negative, what you're not seeing is that you're stuck in a negative loop, is to consult a higher power, your spirit guides, your inner strength, your inner wisdom, your higher self. To be quiet and listen to that, to trust it, to seek answers within it, to be receptive to your spirituality. Meditation is great at calming the mind and body. Sleep as well is good to reset the system, especially when you've been through something a little bit emotionally traumatic, because I don't like arguments or even doing the stuff that I was talking about where you do a vent and release. It takes a lot of energy out of you. I felt it yesterday. I still kind of feel it today. My body's still reacting to that energy that I was feeling, because it's very hard. You feel it and you don't want to stay in it, but you somehow can't break free from it. And you know what, I will suggest that if you have had a hard time, sleeping a lot will help, okay? And then being really kind to yourself after. When you wake up after, be kind to yourself. Wash away that negativity. Take a shower, take a bath. Meditate with crystals. Heart crystals, the rose quartz, very nice. Very nice when you're trying to get back into your heart space. Just do something to help yourself just get out of that motion of emotion, because sometimes if you get stuck in that, it really does a number on you. So Pisces, your perspective is so important to see the truth and how the truth is communicated to you, and how you see it, how you perceive it for yourself. Okay? Shine a light on it for yourself. See what you need to be seeing. These people who in your life, they've given you a lot of work to do. They've given you a lot of work. But that work has gotten you to where you are now. It's made you strong. It's made you emotionally much more stable than you've been. And it's made you reach for the stars. Okay, because if you look in that cloud right here, you see it. There's stars through here. I'll show you. See those stars? You reach for the stars. You reach for the stars. Okay, Pisces? So important. Be kind to yourself. More than anything else, be kind for yourself, to yourself. You've got a nice, beautiful journey up ahead for you. You've got a lot of beautiful things to savor, taste, and see. Dealing with this now and seeing the perception of that everything that comes your way is there for a reason, to show you, to make you strive, to work harder. When you see these things for what they are, then you become more perceptive in the journey as well. So that when you hit a snag or something similar, you're going to deal with it differently. Okay, this is what I'm saying. This is what Spirit is saying. They're trying to make you see these things so that when it comes around again, you'll know how to handle it. You'll know how to go. It's not going to trip you up. It's not going to be you're on the winning side or the losing side. There's just a lot of different sides to look at. Okay? So you can sit in that fire energy and continue on your journey instead of being tripped up by it. So that you can accumulate your wealth and your wisdom and your intuition. Okay? You've got all 4 queens here. I've just looked at that. You have all 4 queens on this table. And they're both doing the same thing. One is looking this way and one is looking that way. If you were to put them here, they're in support of each other. You have a lot of divine feminine coming in here. So lean on that if you need to. Lean on those beautiful feminine energies. The feminine energy is what? It's wait and observe. What you engaged in with this energy of like venting and letting go, that's masculine energy. It's not to say that men are aggressive, but it's very aggressive. It's very getting stuff done and telling it like it is. Okay? In the feminine energy, it's more of a sit and wait. That's just the way the energies go. That's it. So they're telling you to engage now in your feminine. Okay? A lot of observe and wait doesn't mean you're not going to move forward. It just means you're going to sit with it for a while before you do anything. And maybe the biggest lesson here is that it wants you to engage in your feminine. Less of the fighting in that masculine energy. Okay? And please don't take it wrong. I have masculine energy. I'm very masculine in my energy. I'm a go-getter. So I love the masculine energy. It served me well in my life. It has helped me survive. So I have nothing against it whatsoever. It's just that sometimes you need to blend the both to make it more of a stable and balanced energy. Anyway, Pisces, I am going to let you go with that. And I'm going to come back and do the extended later. We're going to tap in even more into energy, to spirit, and ask them to give us even more. Because I wasn't going to read the same energies as yesterday, because it just kept coming back, and I'm not into repeating the same drama over and over again. I'm not about drama on this channel. But when I spot it, I'm not going to veer away from it, but I'm going to try and give you some useful advice to use instead. Okay? So alright, Pisces. Lots of love, light, and blessings, and I will see you later for the extended. Take care.